Hey, move! Where did he go? Down, ready! Line 14, ready, go! Here we go! Shift! Go, go! Hey, move! Go! Down, ready! Jet! Go, go! Ready! Shift! Where did he go?
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Longhorns headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 20. Yard line, they'll mark it at the 20. Carr above the noise. Makes a grab. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Notre Dame lines up quickly. From the gun, it's Coleman Williams. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
On the move. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Graham. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Here's Carr to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Timed it perfectly to not get free. It forces a 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's That's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Manning with a play fake. Under pressure. Fires on the move. Gets a hand in there.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll move the wide receiver. Running inside, it's Smothers. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Needs it. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Arts to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Out wide left, it's Coleman. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Return. Sweep. Hey, move. Slide. Western. Right. Go.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Throwing on the run. Makes the catch. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. From the red zone, it's Smothers. And he's in! Touchdown, Longhorns! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early. In front of this crowd, you know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Gets the back moving. Manning. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the left side. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Carr hauls it in. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Throwing. Blasted as he lets it go. Quickly complete. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. To the air again, Carr. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. All by himself down the middle. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners. Takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
They'll line up to go for two.
Here we go. Ready. Black 14. Go, go.
Here's Manning to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Look out! Caught. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Offense picking up steam. First and 10 from the 31. Right side, it's Flanagan. Line getting set on second down. defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Out wide right, it's Flanagan. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
To the air, it's Carr. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-goal situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Here's Carr to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Deep in the end zone, it's Simon. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Arch Madness. Going over the top. Goes high to pull it in. Across midfield into plus territory and finally down at the 48.
And some offenses you'll see, they'll get conservative right before the half, especially with the lead. Take it to the half and you know you're in good shape. I love it with this offense, man. No, we're not done yet. Like, we trust our guys. Trust your QB there to make a play, and he does. Big play down the field. Already leading, and now hungry for some more points.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Rush right in his face. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Taking it the other way. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Carr. Fires immediately. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Second down, gonna throw it. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for
Makes the catch and he's free. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw one first. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throwing, Carr. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Timeout is called. They let it get down to 3 seconds before stopping the clock, and they'll have a chance to put points up before the break. This will be the last play of the quarter, and it's first and goal. Again, it's Carr. Looking for the score. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. He won't make it in. Stopped just short on the two-point conversion attempt, and that's how this first half will come to a close. Want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Wide receiver going in motion. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They go play action with Manning. He hurls one deep down the left side. Upstairs he's got it. Runs through a man. He might have space. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Arch is going to throw for it. Rolls right. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Here come the Irish back on offense. After the defense just gave up a touchdown, they really need to put something together on this drive. Makes the grab. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Ewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
2nd and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Danzy. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Irish. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. Motion from the wide receiver.
Ready, go!
To throw, Manning. Release to the back. Finds his target down the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the ball.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
They're in the gun. 3rd down. Here's Carr. Got it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing the score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
That That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Some misdirection with the counter. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. What a job to... A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Hurricanes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. On the ground, it's Smothers. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Right side, it's Wingo. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And it's another 1st and 10 play.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Left side, it's Wingo. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. Throwing Manning. They're all over him. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And the offense sees man-to-man and right away trying to attack that slant route. Like, make an easy pitch and catch. But how about the coverage? Nice coverage on the back end, staying in his hip pocket and getting his hand on the football.
Play action, here's Manning. Buying time to his right. Between the hashes, it's Smothers.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. Rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
Hart's going to spin it again. Going for it all. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And that's a big mistake here early in this game, and I know how that feels for a quarterback. You're playing on the road, you want to come out in the first drive, you want to march it down the field, you want to throw a touchdown pass, but you got to be careful, and you can't be too greedy. I think he got a little bit ahead of himself on that last throw. It's going to be really important he settles himself down.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Out wide right, it's Fletcher. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Quick completion to the right. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Canes have moved it inside the 20. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's trying to get it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They'll take the penalty and move them back.
Number 45 set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Here's Arts to throw. Rushes on. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Takes the handoff. It's Smothers. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Third down from the gun, Manning. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Keeps it on the ground. Pass to 6. Racing down the left side. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And this is a big third down coming up, man. This team's trailing, haven't had a great first half, but this offense has a chance to cut into the lead or tie this football game. Big third down coming up.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Brown. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Looking for the 2-point try. Tough run here, it's Smothers. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. So a drive there of 85 yards, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He gets a block. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back. kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels, but to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Manning. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Sets his feet. It's Manning. Oh, pressure's coming. Back's got it on the screen. Open space at the 25. There he goes. He's inside the 40. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Wingo. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Here's Manning to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Texas. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Number 44, set to kick it away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throwing, Mensah. Looking for a deep man. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's caught. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Longhorns peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Manning on play action. Here comes the heat. Out wide left, it's Coleman. He's down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a first down as they try to score one late in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Making the adjustment. And send the tight end in motion. Madness. Looking downfield. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Manning to the air again. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good...
But, and he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Runs through the tackle.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Here's Mensah to throw. Unloads it left. and they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Hurricanes decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. The ball pops out on the return. He jumps on it and corrals it in great alertness by the return team to retain possession. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Quick give. It's Smothers. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fletcher. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. They get to him as he throws.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Third and long right here. Mensah unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Smothers. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Moves the pocket. It's Manning. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Wide open. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Longhorn. That one will give them the lead.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play, at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
20, Miami, 14.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37.
First and 10.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Hold and fire complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing, Mensah. Extending the play. He's going to take off. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Breaks into the open.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays.
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. The fake wants to throw. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
They'll take over. First and 10.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Arch is going to throw for it. Look out! Hit as he throws. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Got an alley, and he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs, salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock.
Well, I think the running back is showing you his experience and his awareness. I love that run. Not so much about the game. I love the fact that he didn't run out of bounds. A lot of younger guys probably would have done that. You've got the lead here late. You want to lead the clock. Really, really smart decision that time by the running back.
One more time, it's Brown. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. To throw, Manning. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, swing passes to the running back oftentimes are like an extension of the running game. That's like a sweep, but give the defense a ton of credit. The speed to be able to pursue and get to the football is why they've now set up 4th down.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Buying a little time to his left. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Straight ahead, it's Fletcher. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Listen, guys, final 2 minutes of this game, you've got to throw. You've got to be able to pick out wide receivers one-on-one that are going to make a play. I love running the football, but now is not the time. You need points to win.
Here's Mensah to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
Obviously, that was important. Got to get the first down. Now we got to get some chunk plays, get this ball across the 50 and get in scoring position.
Out of bounds to stop the clock. Not enough for the first down, but he did pick up 9.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like, this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I got to have it?
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. Looking for the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Making the adjustment on the play. Throwing Manning. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Upstairs to make the catch. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Eugene. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hits inside, it smothers. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Might as well run him again. He's dropped.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Manning with a play fake. Rush right in his face. Forced him to get rid of it on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Manning. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Ready, go!
Cuts it upfield. It's Davison. He's past the sticks. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They'll move the wide receiver. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Changing the routes with his receiver. Here's Arch to throw. They're all over it. Takes a hit as he fires. Dangerous throw on that one.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Rushes on. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is great job by this defense coming up. On 4th down, when it matters the most, you could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Looking for a gap. It's Davison. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Dante Moore. Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Moore with the play fake. Out wide right, it's Johnson. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Manning. Left side is Coleman. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Right side, it's Brown. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Powers inside. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. Right back to the well. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He locked up and held on to bring him down.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
From the gun, it's Smothers. They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down. Looking for the marker. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Just had to get rid of him.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Stepping to the right. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. More to throw for it on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
They go play action with Manning. Time to take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Texas! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
Here's Manning to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the defense will accept the penalty and back up this offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Hooks. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Ducks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Running inside. It's Hill. Stopped right there.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Keeps it and gets past the chains. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moore. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Arch Madness. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. He's changing the play. To the air. It's Manning. Under pressure. Out wide right, it's Smothers. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
He uncorks one deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Art's going to spin it again. Got his man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing more. Escapes the pressure to his right. Unleashes one. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Moore will throw. He caught it! And he will score! Touchdown, Ducks! They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him.
Number 97, set to kick off.
Play action, here's Manning. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Arch is going to throw for it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. In traffic, it's Wingo. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. And That is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Moore to the air. Out wide left, it's Johnson. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about, right here, seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Right side, it's Stewart. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Moore to throw. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone, it's Davison. Line up.